back to the channel, the Model Building Corner. I'm Joe. Joe did a bad thing, okay? I recorded my Model Cars and Coffee that you probably have already watched because right now it's Saturday. I recorded that this afternoon. But then I took a nap at 5 in the afternoon. Who does that? So it's already after 9. I've been sitting here getting some work done, and I discovered I made a big boo-boo. But I'll bring you in here and I'll show you what I did, what I got done, and what I'm about to do. So come on in. Alright, so earlier today I went ahead and I got the this is the Tamiya LP5 semi-gloss black. So I got that sprayed. All those parts came out beautiful. The airbrush sprayed awesome. There's our dash. Anyway, our wheel backs, a steering wheel. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look up. I can't remember if the core support is body color and just the radiator is painted, but I'll have to double check that. So here's what I did so far. I went ahead and I wasn't happy with there was a little lip on the nose on both sides. I wasn't happy with that, so I went ahead and hit it with some sandpaper. And so while I was at it, I went ahead and worked on the body some more. Got those little trouble spots that were bugging me from the first spraying of the primer when the airbrush wasn't dialed in very good because of me. So I gotta hit that spot too. So I got that. I've been doing some nice fine tuning on the body. What else was it? Oh yeah. I went back, and in the video I keep thinking that this is mold lines, but it's not. It's actually body lines. But when I was watching back on the video during the editing, I was like, did I miss some parting lines? But no. Anyway, so that looks like that shrunk up a little bit more, so I got to put a little dab in there again. I'm sorry I cannot remember the person that gave me the advice, but I just went ahead with a little bit of putty and filled that gap and used the small hobby swab with a little bit of thinner on it and got it and smoothed it out. So that's looking much better. But you want to see my goof? So here's what I noticed this morning. I noticed. What's that saying there? Oh, that says Plymouth. Why does it say Plymouth on the inside? Well, do you guys remember the other day when I was like, that's weird, it looks like injector pins almost? And someone said, no, those are the holes to locate the bumper. And I'm like, no, I'm not talking about those holes. I'm talking about right next to the taillights. Well, stupid me, I put the tail pan in inside out. So I welded that thing in. And I wasn't going to say anything, but, you know, from the start of my channel, I've always been upfront and honest and showed you guys my mistakes. And this mistake I'm working through with the help of Don, who you will meet next Sunday. I was going to try to remove that tail pan. If you remember, I put the 69 Camaro in the freezer for 24 hours and tried to remove that tail pan, and all I did was break the quarter panel. So I wasn't going that route. Terry Sanders suggested I get some of that stuff that I forget what it's called, but it's supposed to reverse the glue. When I put this in, I put it in with the Mr. Hobby liquid cement first, just to get it set where I wanted it. And then I used the regular extreme power thick, and I gooped it in there, and I used the accelerator because I didn't, you know, if it's flimsy while I'm painting and body working, I didn't want it to get messed up. So I mean, it's locked in there. It's not coming out, is basically what I'm saying. So I shaved those down. I was thinking, you know, I'll get away with it. And then Don was saying, you know, you can make it like a slight custom and like take off the door handles and, you know, do it like that. And then I was like, yeah, I guess I could do that. And then he says, does that decal sheet say Plymouth? And I looked, and sure enough, yeah, I got the decal. So problem averted. Once the bumper's on there, which I test fitted, the bumper fits fine. I do have the Plymouth decal for the back, so if I didn't tell you guys, you probably wouldn't know. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So at this point, I've wet sanded the whole car again after I hit these spots. I wet sanded the car again with 2000, and now I'm about to go over it with 4000, and then I'll see what I need to do from there. I am going to fill in this spot a little bit more, and then I'll reprime it after that, probably tomorrow. And then I'm going to get some more of these parts painted, so stay tuned. Okay, still Saturday. I've got the engine primed, and then I'm going to go over it with the, it's like the Chrysler color. It's like a dark red. I don't have the actual. I've got the Close Enough brand. My exhaust manifolds are the Tamiya LP54 dark iron. I didn't want them that dark. They so I'll go over those with something else. I guess I needed regular iron. And then I got the exhaust painted. I'm hand brushing a lot of this stuff. It's just therapeutic for me. So the exhaust pipes are done. The mufflers will be a different steel, aluminum, something. My differential, my rear axle is going to be gloss black, and I'm thinking about doing some shade of steel with the leaf springs. So, and then my front also, same thing. It's all hand painted, and I'm doing all different tones instead of the same color. So I've got the lower control arms in oily steel, same as the torsion bars. The cradle itself I will probably do in a gloss black, and then the steering linkage and all I'll do in some sort of aluminum / shade of steel. So I can even do that. I could take the dark iron and mix a little bit of aluminum in it, just to get a lighter tone, because they shouldn't be that dark. So alright, so it's still Saturday, and I'm moving along. Okay, now it is Sunday. So I got the rear axle, and I also did the drive shaft in gloss black, since the bottom's going to be bottom color. So got that done. What else? I did the cradle, and then I did the fan, and I did the pulleys for the belts. Now the interior. The picture of the interior should be coming up right now, but I did that silver with the silver. I tried everything, and then I ended up with the silver pencil that Terry Sanders told me to buy. So that worked really well for that silver trim, but I just noticed in my pictures it also goes up the rear, not on both sides, just on this side. So I got to do that. And I was going by memory on the fronts, but the fronts don't have that filled in like that. It's just a pinstripe, so I'm gonna repaint the fronts, because I didn't like the way it came out anyway. So you should be looking at the reference photo right now. Little bit of a premature mock-up, Man, this thing is gonna look sweet. Alright. So I was ready to shoot another coat of primer last night, but my window where it vents is right next to the bedroom window of the main house, so I didn't want to do that. Although I had no problem texting JT at 2 in the morning. I had seen that he had just commented on Woody's video, so I sent him a text like, "What are you doing awake?" Anyway, he wasn't. So I got the exhaust done, the mufflers are painted. I tried to mix a little color to try to simulate the original factory looking, but it didn't come out as what I was expecting. Got the leaf springs done. And I'm going to also do a black wash on those on the front end. Got the lower control arms done in a different shade of steel or iron. Then I got the torsion bars and the sway bars and the steering linkage and all. And then the cradle is black. And I'll go back and touch up that spot right there where the silver or whatever color that is got on the black. And I'll touch some bolt holes and stuff like that. And of course I did the wheels. I still have to sand the tires. And oh, on the interior tub, it's in the car. It's not dry yet, but here, let me take it off of there. Okay, so in the center console I did a oh, did I mess up there? I did a homemade wood grain. I basically just used 2 different shades of Tamiya brown and tried to hand painted them in there. Tried to streak it and stuff like that. And then because I've ran into the problem with clear coat, the brush on style, lifting the paint right up, I used the Mod Podge this time and just put a layer of Mod Podge in there, so once that's dry it should be nice and crystal clear. And then I also did the steering wheel, because that gets the wood grain. So, it won't focus, but alright, so I've got a light coat to get some adhesion to the bare plastic, and then I went with one more coat, and now I'm gonna do another coat to finish off this primer job. So takes care of that. Alright, so that was a productive night. I did get some sleep from 5 until 8. And I think it's probably about 10 o'clock now. So I'm going to let the body sit. It's acrylic, so it's not going to take long to dry. So in the next video, we're going to do some assembly. And we're going to put color on this, I think. I hope. But that's an acrylic also, so I'm not worried about gassing out and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to do a test spray out with both of these colors and see which one I like better. And we'll decide. Well, I'll decide, because I'm not waiting for a video to get response. I'm shooting it. So, but anyway. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I've already got my Sunday. I went with the traditional pork shoulder, so I'm not going to bother showing you guys. I'm going to get cleaned up, take a shower, get some work done around here, and then, oh, I got to also watch more of your videos. I started watching them at like 2 o'clock this morning. That's what I was saying. Sorry, JT. I texted him at 2 in the morning. And this morning at 8, he's like, "What do you want to say?" Sorry. But anyway, appreciate it, guys. If you're watching, you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, comment, like, share, all that YouTube jive. So, all right. See you soon.